Want to try an original old fashioned? I'm making this one to celebrate my Hispanic heritage along with being a die-hard Texan. So let's jump into this one. Vamonos. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez and I love being a Texan. I saw a post the other day about how Texans are different. One being how proud we are of our state. Whenever traveling and asked, where are you from? We don't say US, we say Texas. That's 100% true. So today I want to make a drink to celebrate me being a proud Texan and a Hispanic. Down here in the Rio Grande Valley, we speak a lot of Tex-Mex, a combination of English and Spanish. So I thought this would be a perfect name for this original old fashioned. Another thing that helped inspire this drink is that I did a Star Wars live the other day, which was an amazing time. So if you have not seen it, I will leave a link for it right here. But on that live, we made many Star Wars themed cocktails and even one Star Trek themed cocktail. It was here that I actually used this Jalapeño simple. And I thought this would be perfect for my drink and it helped inspire it. I did have multiple guests, so if you have not checked out my guests that were on my Star Wars Live, Whiskey Corner, Whiskey Therapy, and Whiskey Trek, I will leave links to them in the description below. Let's get started making the Tex-Mex Old Fashioned. Tex-Mex Old Fashioned ingredients. Gotta start off with some Texas whiskey. We also have to have 1 ounce of tequila, of course, Jalapeño simple syrup, Mexican chocolate bitters, and we kind of need a little bit of a lime. This drink will be made in a mixing glass. However, my friend Jason from Whiskey Therapy taught me this neat little trick the other night. If you get your ice and you put it in the glass as you're making it, it allows it to come to room temperature. It'll clear it up, chill out the glass, and your ice will not crack. So let's just put this to the side for now as we start making our drink. Well, I don't know where my ice tongs are, so I'm just gonna use my hand. The drink's for me anyways. So let's put some ice in here and get ready to make this drink. I'm gonna start off with the Mexican chocolate bitters. Now, why Mexican chocolate bitters? Well, it's Mexican, it's chocolate, and you need bitters. We're gonna go ahead and put like 2 dashes of this in here. I'll also help highlight some of the bourbon flavors, that darkness that's in there, so bring some of that out as well. We're gonna use this Jalapeño simple syrup. I'm gonna do 1/2 ounce on this. Another thing I was just thinking about right now that just kind of popped in my head. You could probably make a Jalapeño agave syrup. That would probably be pretty good for this too because we are using tequila. There you go. Next, we're gonna be adding a whole ounce of tequila. Now, I'm using Fortaleza. I don't carry many tequila, so I like the Fortaleza. I think it's good. I'm actually using the Reposado, but if you have a Blanco or anything else, just use a tequila that you enjoy because you're putting into a drink and you want to enjoy this drink. Now, I'm using a Still Austin, one of my favorite Texas whiskeys, but not only is this a Still Austin, it is a Nancy Fraley pick. It was her pick from February of this year, and February happens to be my birthday, and so this is her bourbon pick for that month, so let's go ahead and put a whole ounce of this in here as well. So if you figure out where I got the name, Tex-Mex, there you go, in case you hadn't figured that out yet. All right, we're gonna stir this up just a little bit, get it to chill. Good, 10-15 seconds is all you need. We're gonna go ahead and bring that glass over and we're gonna strain this in here. Ooh, that already looks beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Now, we have a lime for 2 reasons. So take some of the peel. So my lime's a little bit old, probably better with the fresher lime so that you can get a nice, good, clean peel off of it. And we're gonna express some of the oils over the top and just rub it on that glass as well. Throw that off to the side. I'm gonna cut this and use that as a garnish on the side. Now, the other night when I made a drink, we actually used tajin on the side. And I thought that's a possibility. So if you want to, put tajin on the side. Maybe you'll like it that way. Add a little bit of extra spice and extra flavor. But this is how I wanted to make this one. All right, moment of truth. Time to go into that drink. You smell that lime on top? That has a really good smell to it. All right, let's go in for that first sip. Wow, it's very interesting. Very interesting. It's funny how the tequila first hits your lips and hits that tip of your tongue. And then all of a sudden, quickly, the mid-palate, the bourbon takes over. And at the end, you have that hint of tequila just kind of lingers there and stays there. This is actually one, I honestly think instead of, you can do the tajin like I was talking about, or even a little bit of salt on the rim. Then you can kind of use it because the tequila has some good flavor in here. You can lick the salt, take a sip, and then bite the lime. It might make it a little bit different and enjoyable in that way, but honestly, this drink's a little bit of best of both worlds. You get your bourbon, you get your Texas bourbon, you get your Mexican tequila, and bring those worlds together and collide to make this special drink. I really do like it. As I keep sipping on this, I like the way it's blending and mixing more, and now I'm starting to get more of that jalapeno that's coming from that simple syrup to kind of catch a little bit fire in almost the back of my throat. But then you have the tequila and the bourbon warming you going down. I like that. I like that little extra little spice in there. It just takes it up to the next level. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my old-fashioned rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends, para arriba, para abajo, para centro, para entro.